Hey guys, this is David, and today I'm reviewing the Silky Big Boy 2000 XL. For those who don't know, Silky is a tool company that's based in Japan, and they've been making high quality tools now for almost 100 years. When it comes to bushcrafting and camping saws, there are lots of different choices out there. You have Bahco, you have Corona, and just countless other brands. And I've used a lot of these brands, and in my opinion, I think Silky is the best, simply because they cut better. And I'm going to cover the reasons why they cut better. The materials they use are better, and it's just an overall, just a higher end product. Silky gives you lots of different options. They have the small pocket saw, which is great for bushcrafting. They have the big boy, which is what I'm reviewing today, which is a great tool for camping or mountain bikers. And then they even have the Katana Boy line, which is a great forestry tool. You can clear roads and saw logs with it. In addition to the different blade lengths, Silky offers you different teeth depending on the purpose. For example, they have woodworking tools or saws that have really fine teeth and will leave you a really clean, fine cut. They have saws that are designed for cutting soft greenwood or denser hardwood. So that's a really cool selling feature, in my opinion, of Silky, that they give you a lot of options. These blades by Silky are very well thought out and engineered. These saws feature a differential heat treatment for the teeth that makes the teeth harder and longer lasting, and that allows the rest of the blade to be flexible. And that's something that you don't really find with some of the other saws out there. And when you use this saw, there's a particular way to use it. You don't just, go in the woods and just hack away or saw away. What they want you to do, and these are instructions from Silky, is that you're not supposed to apply too much downward pressure on the blade. Just let the weight of the blade do the work for you. You're simply just pulling the blade back. And when you're doing this, you have to remember to keep the blade straight and that you're not twisting the saw so that there isn't tension side to side, because the teeth are a bit harder. So there's a potential of it breaking. But that's the thing. There's a lot of trade-offs, right? So when steel is hard, it can break, but then it can last longer. So as long as you use the saw properly, don't apply too much downward pressure and just pull back straight, this saw will last you for a really long time, and at the same time it will cut really well and it'll maintain its sharpness for a really long time. This is the XL Big Boy, and the XL pertains to the teeth on the blade. It has 5.5 TPI, which is teeth per inch, and is good for pruning dried wood or green wood. The teeth are larger, and it cuts really, really fast. I've cut all sorts of types of woods with this. I've been in the backyard and I pruned trees with this green wood, and I've taken this backpacking and sawed through a lot of dry, harder wood with it, and it does fine. It's really a chainsaw, a foldable chainsaw. Another really cool thing, or well thought out aspect of this saw, is that each tooth has 4 cutting edges, and that produces a really smooth, clean cut. And for those of you who will be using this in your backyard, or just actually anywhere really, that smooth cut will reduce risks of the tree getting an infection. This saw, the blade itself, is made out of SK4 high carbon steel. It's about 1.4 millimeters thick. The length of the blade is 14.2 inches long, and you get 5.5 teeth per inch. So this saw, it's versatile. You can use it to do rip cuts, cross cuts, slant cuts, and that pertains to the orientation to the grain. You can cut along the grain, perpendicular to the grain, or at an angle. The handles are made out of aluminum, and the handle's really, really comfortable. and ergonomic. It's some type of rubber compound. I think it's called elastomer. It helps with the vibration, and it gives you a really good grip even when it's wet, or when it's cold. Which one thing that I do like rubber grips, just because when like let's say you're working at nighttime or in the winter. I don't like touching cold steel, and you can use this, in cold weather, and it's very, very comfortable. You can use it with gloves if you want. This saw has a lot of capability, and it weighs only 1.25 pounds. It, like I said, it gives you a lot of capability. I took it backpacking, and the hike wasn't very far. It was about 3 miles, and the elevation gain was 1,500 feet, I think. And I was carrying a lot of stuff. I even had a esee hunglis with me. We had a lot of freeze-dried food, and this saw was worth its weight in gold. We did a lot of sawing. This was definitely a folding chainsaw. Silky has 4 different configurations or variations for the Big Boy. So this is the Big Boy XL, and it comes with the yellow handle, and it has 5.5 TPI, teeth per inch. There is the Big Boy Large, which has a red handle, and that has 6 TPI. There is the black handle one, which has 8.5 TPI. And then there is the blue handled one that's designed for hardwood, and it has 11 teeth per inch. So depending on what you feel your needs are, you just pick the correlating one. Okay guys, so that's pretty much it for the details on the saw. Let me just give you my final thoughts and my conclusion on this saw. So I own a bahco, a fiskars, and some other folding saws. And in my opinion, the Silky lineup is the best. It's hands down the best. I love the fact that the teeth have, or the blade itself has a differential heat treatment, that the teeth are hardened to give you like a longer lasting life. I like the fact that each tooth has 4 cutting edges, and it produces a really smooth cut. It's just a really well thought out and well engineered product. The materials are really good. The handle is very, very comfortable, and it weighs only 1.25 pounds. And I think for its capabilities, that's really, really light for its capabilities. I take this backpacking, and when I'm out there, you don't really know what options or what's out there when it comes to wood. And a lot of the places that I go backpacking in Southern California, it's really like high traffic areas. There's a ton of people, there's a lot of Boy Scout troops, and people go through there and use up all the deadfall on the ground. So you do need something like this where if you had to, you could saw down some deadfall. I love the fact that I have a folding chainsaw in my backpack. And so yeah, I would totally recommend this saw, guys. Like I said, it's hands down the best saw out there. Just a really great product. If you guys want to know more about the saw, I'll have a link down below. You guys can check it out for yourself. So if you guys enjoyed this video or found it useful, please consider giving me a sub and a like. You should not be seeing any ads in these videos because my channel is not monetized. I don't make any money from YouTube, and I simply make these videos because I find it fun. I like sharing my experiences with these blades to help you guys make better gear buying choices, because I've learned so much from YouTube. A lot of the YouTubers out there, they've helped me make really great gear buying choices. So I just like to add to the data out there and offer you guys, my thoughts. Well guys, that's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next review.